Hello, good morning children. How are you? In the last video we started the history chapter 1, what, where, how and when. In the chapter we have studied about find out what happened, what can we know about the past and where did the people live. Now further we are going to start with the next part. In the last video, we studied how people move from one place to another. We saw the Pan region where people used to move. It was called subcontinent. Means it make from the word India. We call our country Bharat as well as where this Bharat came. In this video, we are going to see how India name came. There is a story behind this. Two words used often for our country are India and Bharat. In both, there is a significance. India word came from word Indus. We saw Indus in map Indus river on the name of river India. Name India came, so there is a difference between Indus or India. Indus river in Sanskrit known as Sindhu. How India became from Indus? Greece is a country. I told people move from one place to another for the purpose of trade, national disaster, etc. When people came from Greece and Iran, on the way they come across river Indus. You got it? Iranian and Greek were familiar with the Indus. They call it as Hindos or Indos. Slowly it changed from Hindos and Indos to India. Land to east of the river was called India. The land which comes on the east it is called as India. Its name came from India. Another name is Bharat. From where it came, the name Bharat is mentioned in the Rig Veda 3500 years ago. 3500 years ago, the Ved were written. Rig Veda is part of Ved. In Rig Veda, the Bharat is mentioned. Bharat is a triple tribe which used to live on the land of India. So a country name also came as Bharat. It was used for a group of people who live in the northwest. In northwest, people who live that is being described in Rig Veda and name mentioned in Veda is Bharat. On that name, our country name become Bharat. The group of people, those who living in northwest of territory. So this was the names of the land why we call India and Bharat. We are not telling like this. There is a story behind these two names. Finding about the past. How do we know about the past? How we are reading about 2000 years ago of part we are going to discuss now. Two major sources I am going to discuss. First major source is manuscript. What is manuscript? Books written long ago, they are handwritten, which are written very long years back, which was written by hand. Manuscript is came from the Latin word manu, meaning hand. That time there were no papers. How people used to write? So they were usually written on palm leaf or on the specially prepared bark of a tree known as birch, which grows in Himalayas. In the absence of paper, they used to write on palm leaf or bark of a tree. I think you all understood. Or the manuscripts still there? No. Manuscripts were eaten away by insects. That means destroyed. But many were preserved now in temples and monasteries. Manuscripts were written on variety of subjects like religious belief and practice, the lives of kings, medicines and science, epics, poems and plays. Many of these manuscripts were written in Sanskrit, Prakrit that is local language and South Indian language that is Tamil. Another source of history are inscription. This is second source. It's engraved on stone that known as inscription. Writing engraved on on hard surface such as stone or metal are known as inscription. You are embedded on stone and make a letter on a stone. For example, I will give you, if on a road construction, usually what we used to do, we used to write our name. Many people done after completion of road, you can see your name has been there. That is that permanent. So what they used to write on this inscription, order of the king rules, the period, the time, the wars, and all that, and the life of the people, and king, queen, and others, records of victories in the battle, what battle they won, how they won, all this had been written. So, what was the advantage of writing on stone? Manuscript can destroy. We studied in the previous part. Now, the manuscript can destroy it, but engraved on stone survive on millions of years. And old inscription, this inscription dates to be about 2250 years ago and was found in Kandahar, present day Afghanistan. It was on the orders of a ruler named Ashoka. We are going to learn about some people. They didn't use the sources, manuscript and inscription, that is the common man. One more sources, history in archaeological sources. Archaeological sources, what are the archaeological sources? Tools, weapons, pots, and coins. Other than inscription and manuscripts, there are many other sources to study history, that is remains of building, paintings and sculpture, tools, weapons, pots, pans, ornaments, and coins. Those who study these objects are called archaeologists. I hope you understand archaeologists how they study through through exploration and excavation. What is exploration, children? Means to search on land, and excavation means to dig understood. Got it? Look for bones of animals, birds, and fish to find out what people ate in past. Remain of plants survived rarely. Archaeologists are also known as detective, because they use sources, that is manuscript, inscription, and archaeologists to reconstruct the history. We have to learn bit by bit. What do date means? How do we say dates? 2021. How to read dates and how to understand. What is the date today? 25th April 2021. But how can we say this 2021? Years are generally assigned to the birth of Jesus Christ. The birth of Jesus Christ, before the birth, that is BC, before Christ, and after the birth, that is AD, Anno Domino. So 2021 means 2021 years after the birth of Jesus Christ, that is AD. Similarly, C is used at the place of AD, and CE is a common era, and BC is used at the place of BC. BC is the before common era. Children, hope you understand the chapter number 1. Our chapter 1 is completed. So please read the chapter thoroughly and make sure that you have understand this chapter. Inshallah, we'll meet in the next class, in the next video. Till then, goodbye. Have a nice day.